back to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to this channel if you have not yet do so. So my channel is to give you tips on how to grow healthy natural hair. So I give you tips on by using mostly DIY products, organic products like avocado. I use nettle leaf tea, and also I use aloe vera and so forth. So my channel is to promote healthy growing hair. My channel is not just about length. My channel is to give you ideas as to what you can use on your hair, natural clean stuff. So if I make a suggestion as to, you know, my avocado DIY mask, my nettle leaf tea, and my aloe vera, or maybe I might buy a organic product from on Amazon. So if I suggest something to you and you try one of them, and if that one work for you, continue with that your regimen. If you find one of my suggestion works for you, continue using that one that works for you. Right? So to promote length now, you know, our type of hair, you know, you have to keep your hands out of your hair. You have to come up with protective styling for length. And as I said to you, my channel is not just about length. It's to give you tips on things that you can use to strengthen your hair and to give you healthy hair. And if you have healthy hair, then comes the length, right? So my channel is not just to focus on hair length, because you might wonder, her hair not growing, but it's not that it's not growing. I cut my hair a lot behind the scene. And I did a video where I did do the unicorn challenge. For some reason, it's not uploading. I did it on a different phone and it's not transferring to the phone that I upload from. So it's not that my hair is not growing, it's just that I cut my hair either at the hairdresser or I cut it for myself. So as I said, my focus is not just length, it's about healthy hair. And if you have healthy hair, then comes the length, right? So you just develop a routine and you encourage protective styling. Protective styling helps with length. All right, so I said that. All right, so what I'll be doing today, I'll be steaming cabbage. So someone asked me to do this for like maybe 2 months ago, maybe even 3 months ago, but because I never get the chance to do it. But today I'm going to steam cabbage. Also, so my channel is about hair on Sundays, and on Wednesdays I do a bit of cooking. It's been a while since I've cooked anything. So we are going to do some steamed cabbage today. I hope you learn how to make steamed cabbage the right way. Let's go over to the sink. I'll be cutting the cabbage in. These are what we're going to be using. So bell pepper, green and red, and onions, and tomato, and the cabbage. So I did wash my bell pepper, I did wash my tomato, I did wash my thyme. Yes, I'm going to use a bit of thyme. And, you know, I did do all of that already. So I'm going to place this in the sink, and I'm going to cut my cabbage in small pieces. So I already take off the outside of the cabbage. I did that. I don't like to cut my cabbage in big chunks. I'm gonna just pour a little bit of salt on the cabbage before I washed it. When I was growing up, this is how my grandma do it. She always said you do this in case insect is in the leaves. Now I'm going to put the cabbage in the pot. This is the pot I'll be using, or the frying pan. And I'm going to transfer it in this frying pan. I like a lot of tomato in my cabbage, so I'm using 2. But this is optional. If you don't want to use tomato in yours, that's fine. I think this should be enough. So I use about a little bit more than a half of onion. So we are going to go over to the stove now. So this is how my cabbage is looking. You're going to choose a seasoning of your choice. I am going to use a little bit of cayenne pepper. So remember, you season your cabbage along the way. So this is just to start the cabbage the cooking process, this seasoning. So along the way now, we don't need a lot of this because it's spicy. Yes, and I'm going to use my flavor is it is really easy to steam cabbage. It's nothing hard in doing this. It is so easy. So you use the seasoning of your choice. I can use a little garlic powder. And I need a little bit of black pepper, and that should do it. Where is my black pepper? Okay. This is not open as yet, but I can look for the open one now. So I'm going to open this one. Alright. And you don't have to add water, because when you rinse off the cabbage, it's gonna have enough water to do the cooking process or the steaming process. So I'm gonna get some salt. So for the seasoning, you know, you might want, I just put a little. Maybe you can put a teaspoon or half teaspoon of each seasoning. So as I said, you season it along the way. You season it according to your taste bud. So I'm going to turn the stove on. And I'm going to cover it. What I like to do, I like to damp the cover, the pot cover. So let me get some water on it. And then I cover it. So I get some water on the cover. And then I'm going to leave it there to steam. So guys, I left it to steam for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to add a bit of butter to it now. And I'm going to stir it. I'm going to stir the cabbage. See? Oh, you don't want it to overcook either. So I'm going to put the butter in it and I'm going to leave it for another 5 minutes. So you can use butter or you can use a little bit of oil, like coconut oil. Coconut oil gives good flavor to your pot. So I'm, mixing everything together. All right. So I'm using Earth Balance olive oil butter. So I'm gonna put like 2 scoops. So I put about 3 scoops of butter, and that's it. And I'm gonna add a little bit more seasoning just to make sure it is tasty. So as I tell you, season along the way. And I'm gonna add a little bit more salt. I don't do a lot of measuring when I'm cooking. I don't. I just know what works. But if you want measurement, for the entire process for the cabbage, you can use quarter teaspoon of salt and half teaspoon of the seasoning, the powdered seasoning. And I'm going to leave this here for 5 more minutes and then I'm going to turn it off. And I said you taste along, season it to your taste bud. It's not hard. So I'm going to taste this now. And it tastes good to me. So I'm just going to leave it, let it stay for 5 more minutes and I'll turn it off. So guys, let me check to see if it is tender enough. Woo! I don't like my cabbage to be overcooked. It should be a bit crunchy. Alright, this is good. So I'm going to eat my cabbage with some fried plantains. So I did fry this already. So I'm going to eat this for my breakfast. So cabbage, you know, this is something quick and this is something easy. This takes the most 20 minutes. 20 minutes the most it takes. So I'm going to dish out some for myself because I haven't eaten as yet. I want it to look colorful and presentable. So let me get some of the peppers in. So this is my cabbage. This is how you steam cabbage. This is how it's supposed to turn out. Remember, you don't want it to be too soft or saggy. You want it to be a bit crunchy. I like my cabbage to be crunchy. And you can eat this with, it's so good. So I'm cooking my Sunday dinner also. That's my rice and peas right there. Alright. So guys, as I tell you, this is something quick. This is something easy. So as I said to you before, you're going to season along the way. So you're going to season according to your taste bud. So if you put at the initial stage when you season it, and then you check back about 7 minutes while it's steaming or cooking, then you stir and then you taste it to see if enough seasoning is on the cabbage itself. And then if not, you're going to put a little bit more seasoning according to your taste bud. And also you're going to put some butter, or if you don't want to put butter, you can use some oil. Coconut oil is a good choice because coconut oil have a very good flavor. And also, you don't want it to be soggy. Maybe I've said that already. You want it to be a bit crunchy, and you want it to really taste good. And you don't want to overcook it. So guys, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so. Thank you guys. I see you in my next video. Bye.